Hey, the Thabreakmasta here. This is gonna be my Legend of Korra episode 6 review. God, this episode was just amazing. Man, I don't know what to say. It's just a wow factor. People kept saying, and some people were saying that there's not enough action with the Legend of Korra. Well, this episode gives you some of the action that you've been asking for. So yeah, this was just really good. Wow. I was just blown away by everything that was within this episode, and let me just go about this. Let's talk about this. So the episode basically starts off with Korra, Mako, and Bolin. They're training and stuff like they usually do, and they're like, "Well, we can take the wolf bats. We got our strength going. You know, we're pretty good. We can do this." And so they're like, "Yeah," and they're doing all good and everything like that, right? And as they're getting done with their training, freaking Amon again takes over the radio intercom. He's like, "Hello, citizens of a public city." And he's just basically saying that he's gonna take over the whole pro bending thing. He's like, if you don't stop the finals now, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna you're gonna suffer some consequences. You don't want to do that. So stop the pro bending match. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer some consequences. So the choice is either to keep going with the pro bending for the finals or to stop it. So Amon can't do anything to people, And Tensen and the council with Tarlock. They're going back. They're talking about it and everything like that. And apparently, Tarlock actually agreed with Tensen this time. And is like, hey, it's too dangerous to just let you guys go out there and do that because you don't want any casualties with this because you don't want nothing happening. So it's, yes, finally, the final is and then but Korra came in there and stuff like that. That's what Tarlock saying it to, and Korra's like, I need to be here and whatnot, and like. It's not fair, we need to you should still do this. You shouldn't be afraid to do this because Amon's coming. I thought we're supposed to be able to stop Amon. So why are you contradicting yourself to Tarlock, man? And Tarlock's like, I stand by my decision. It's just I don't want no one getting hurt, which was a good thought in mind. I was actually kind of happy when I heard that. I was like, okay, so maybe Tarlock is not gonna come back with Tensen. Wrong. Freaking Lin Beifongs are coming, and she's like, I disagree with that decision. And he's like, we should still allow this tournament to still happen, this finals to still happen. I'll protect them with whatever I can do, and this is gonna be on my head. The chi blocking, punching and stuff, it doesn't affect us because with the armor we got on, so we can take care of this. And so Tarlock's, yes, that's a good idea. All right, okay, let's do that. And he's like, I changed my decision. Let's continue the pro bending match. Anyone in favor? And then the rest of them suckers like, I follow Tarlock. Yeah. I was like, oh, those are the councils. They don't seem like they have a brain or something. They always just follow Tarlock. Yeah, don't even listen to Tensen. And Tensen's like, we shouldn't combat them and fight with them because all it's gonna do is just strain, more on the people and everything like that. But yeah, so they're finally able to go pro bend and everything like that, and Korra's happy like, yeah, we can pro bend now. And so yeah, here's a little bit of information which was just like, okay, this was interesting. Apparently, the person that Tensen's wife was saying that she had she took away the girl she took away from and stuff when Tensen was dating someone and she took Tensen away and they got together and they married and bam, the person that was Lin Beifong. So apparently Lin Beifong and Tensen were an item at one point, and then Tensen's wife came along and bam, swooped them away. And that's why Lin Beifong seems a little agitated and mad towards Tensen all the time. And it was just like, oh wow, okay then. I mean, it's a little weird to see those. It's just like it's weird to see those two together. Just seeing their personality is just like, what the heck? It was just a little weird. So yeah, I was like, okay then, this is interesting. So yeah, they're getting all ready for the whole pro bending stuff and everything. I'm hoping I'm not skipping anything, but they go to the pro bending stuff and they're getting ready, and apparently freaking the wolf bats, their entrance. What the heck was this? Like it was weird. Like they had some freaking bat hat on. They had their capes on, like whoa and stuff. Looking, it was weird. I was like, and they had fireworks too. I'm like, what's going on here? But they're defending champions, so I guess they have a flashy entrance. So I'm like, oh, okay. Alrighty then. You also get to see the announcer in this episode too. He's funny in this episode, and I just love that guy. I love that guy. Freaking awesome. And so yeah, they start pro bending Korra, the fire ferrets, facing off against the wolf bats. And so they're going off against each other and everything like that. Everything seemed okay at first. You know, they were going good together. Then bam, freaking Wolfpack. Apparently they're cheaters. So they started doing some cheat tactics and everything like that. And the referee, for some reason, wasn't calling any of the cheapery that was going on, because apparently the Wolfbats paid off the referees to not say anything. And so, you know, they were struggling, and they lost the first round like pretty fast, honestly. And then the next round it became a tie, and so then they had to choose which bending to fight against each other, apparently. And so then it was what's his name, Tano versus Korra. So they end up fighting each other, like, and Tano's like, come on, girl, make your move, do something. And then she freaking does like a kick uppercut thingy, and he gets knocked out like that fast. I was like, okay. So yeah, they end up winning that round. So it's like, they're like, yes, we can probably win this. And then the final, basically, I think it was the final round. And so they start going after each other, like bam, 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 and then they start cheating again and everything like that. And in the end, their cheapery ends up freaking letting them win, actually. And it was just like, what the heck? And then Tano and the Wolfbat's like, yeah, you want a piece of me now? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And they're like, yeah, we're the champions and everything. And everything seemed like it was going okay, right? And then this epic freaking scene happens. I'm sorry, it was just so freaking awesome. Like, the people in the stands, the fans, you know, some of the fans were EQUALIST members, and they're all getting up, they're all, and then freaking, they're all getting, like, got the popcorn, put their hand in the popcorn, and like, bam, it's freaking, this energy glove. That's what I was saying. I didn't think Amon was an energy bender or some kind of bender. He used some technology to shock people, and yeah. So it introduces that technology right now, and it has in his hand, and it apparently can shock people, and it knocks them out and knocks the benders out and everything like that. So yeah, they start getting up and start kicking people's butts, and then yeah, I guess like I said, Tensen and Lin Beifong were there. And they're like, oh crap, and then Tensen was like, oh come on, because the referee was, you know, still not noticing anything. And then as he was all spazzing out, he looked to the left, and then all of a sudden he ends up seeing this that dude's like, ah, and hits Lin Beifong, and then he gets hit in the back, and then they're both knocked out, and so everyone's just getting all messed up. Korra, Mako and Bolin were in the water still, and they're like, what's going on and stuff, and then now it's like, oh my god, everyone's getting hit by some people that are unknown, we don't know what's going on here. And then and this is the funny part here, freaking this guy opens his door, it was an EQUALIST member, and he's like, oh no, this guy, he's one of the members, he's coming after me, he has his hand open, he has electricity going after me, I think he's gonna shock me, I'm wetting my pants right now. And he gets hit. I'm like, oh, what you gotta hit him for? He was just announcing, he's an announcer to the end. Yeah. So yeah, he ends up getting knocked out, and then like I said, Korra was still in the water with Mako and Bolin, and then that guy with the batons ends up coming and then shocks him in the water. So you know they get knocked off, or almost get knocked off of that stuff, and so yeah, they were just getting pwned, and then that's when Amon ends up showing, and he's like, citizens, and he's like, this is what you cheer for, these cheaters, you know. This is what I'm talking about. There's no equalist in this kind of. There's no equal fighting in this little game. They always just try to show gain and everything. And he's a good. I would say Amon's a really good speaker. That's why he's the leader. I can see why. And so you know he just spouts out his whole business. Korra wakes back up and it's like, what the heck's going on? What's happening here? And yeah. And so they end up having to. This is where the action comes in, like more of the action besides the pro bending. This is where it shows Korra's actual bending. I was always curious to how good Korra's bending is, because it just never really shined. It never really showed that she can fight outside of pro bending. You know what I mean? Because it's just like pro bending and actual fighting when it comes to you know, facing someone, you know, face off. That's why I thought she was kind of weak. That's why she kept losing to the EQUALIST people, you know, the key blockers. So I was wondering if she can bend, but she can. She can. So she was gonna go after Amon, and Amon was about to leave and everything like that. Oh, before Amon left, Tano was like, hey, you want some of this and stuff. And well, he didn't want to say that, but he was trying to face off against Amon, and Amon just dodged right past them, and then, well, Tano ain't gonna be pro bending any time soon anymore, because he lost his bending in this episode. So yeah, he ended up taking this. He just showing another example, and you know, yeah, it was done. So he was leaving, and then like I said, Korra started trying to chase after him. She did this really nice this bending move. That's why I was like, she got some good talent. So she was going in, and then she goes underwater, and then she's like spinned up, and then did like a little cyclone push up the water thing, like upstream, goes really high in the air. Of course, it could only last for so long because you only have so much water, and so she's falling down after it ran out because she couldn't reach up to them. And then that's when Lin Beifong wakes back up and ends up getting her, and then tossing Korra up to get to Amon and get some of the key blockers. She ends up getting on top of the thing that they're standing on to get up to the chopper. Get to the chopper! And so he ends up knocking one of the key blockers off to be on top of that. And they're going up and everything like that. And then Lin Beifong looks pretty awesome in this episode too, by the way. Oh yeah, see, I almost did it. I almost skipped it. When Korra got hit, with the batons and she woke back up. Well, no, she didn't wake up. When she got knocked out, we end up seeing a flashback again. I almost did it again. I'm not skipping it this time. There's another flashback, and it showed Aang and Toph in this time, and it showed that dude again. It showed Yukon. So I'm pretty sure that was Yukon, anyways. And then it shows Aang doing this like airbending splash thing right there, going out and stuff. And we end up seeing this Toph just standing there like, I'm a beast, you know? But yeah, so it's just, I know that it's interesting to see that again. It's just the second time she got knocked out and she sees another flashback, which is interesting. So I'm just like, I'm curious to know what is going on exactly with these flashbacks and why keeps happening every time she gets knocked out. And it shows kind of how the relationship is, I guess, because like it shows Toph and Aang. And it's like in this episode we end up seeing a lot of Tensen and Lin, you know. So it's just like it's kind of interesting how they show the flashback because it kind of like insights on them, I guess, or something. So I'm curious. So I'm just curious what it meant. But yeah. So like I said, Korra was going up there and everything. They were bent, and then she like this is where she shows her all her bending. She's all fighting good and everything. Lin Beifong tried to help and everything like that, but she got hit with the glove again. And then Korra had to save her. And the Korra was all going fast. Like I said, I can't really just like say like how to like explain the fight. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Shoot, I mean it's really good. So she was actually. So I'm glad she's able to actually bend. I see why they passed her because I was like skeptical about her bending because she just didn't seem like she was at Avatar level, or at least at a good bending level with all her stuff, you know. But she showed it showed she is pretty good. So. She actually defended all of them off of her and everything like that, and actually was getting some chance to shine. And so then Lin was trying to go back up to the chopper and not chopper. I think it was a plane actually, but I was just saying the chopper. But yeah, so they end up going. Lin goes up there and tries to get Amon and everything like that. But then Korra ends up falling through the glass, and she's like ah! And so Lin had to end up saving her again, and yeah. Because Tensen's like, you know, you guys have similar personalities. Y'all get together y'all should be able to get along together pretty easily. But, yeah, and so they're okay and everything like that. And they felt kind of bamboozled because, you know, it's like I fall into the enemy's hand because freaking, like I said, listen to Tensen, please. Tensen keeps like, don't do this. Don't do this. And every time, you know, it's just not listening. It's something bad always happens when you don't listen to Tensen. Listen to Tensen this time, you councilman. God, y'all acting stupid. But yeah, it's just like we all been bamboozled, and you know, we gotta watch what we gotta do for the next time. And yeah, so that was basically the end of the episode. I was like kind of sad at episode ending because I was like, I want more epicness going on here. So what I'm curious though, which is what I want to talk about, but I know I need to do another video talking about more of this, like the flashback and other things. But what I'm curious about is what's gonna happen next, because I'm like I can't predict this show. I'm curious what's gonna happen next, because you know this show's been going back and forth on you know, the pro bending and then the Amon seriousness stuff. You know what I mean? So is it gonna have to is it still gonna be focused on Amon, or is it gonna be like little side story stuff going on here? Because I'm curious how the story's gonna keep developing in this series, and this series just is really good. I like how it just doesn't go through the whole just super softness. It's already at a high level of seriousness, you know, and it still has some funny moments in there. Like I said, that announcer guy was just too funny. But yeah, this has been my review. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think. You know, I asked a lot of questions with this, so answer some questions. You got any questions? Like I said, leave a comment below. Let's discuss this, people. This episode again was just amazing. I don't know what else to say. That flashback, it just was weird. I want to see what happens next. Maybe we might see another flashback in the next episode. It's maybe my prediction. In the next episode, maybe we'll see another flashback or no, insight on her on what's gonna happen next behind her. Like, you know how she went to sleep in the last episode? No, in the last episode, I think episode 4 was this Fear for Korra. Yeah, when she fell asleep, she had like this little insight where she was gonna get running into a mine and she got trapped. Maybe you might see something like that again, except maybe it's not gonna be about her. I don't know. I'm thinking that there's gonna be some more stuff because her avatar state or her power is activating in some way. I'm not really exactly sure. So yeah. So yeah, leave a comment below, tell me what you think. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more Legend of Korra reviews. This has been my Legend of Korra episode 6 review, and until then, break out.